sending a one-size-fits-all resume that you create to different employers for your job application is the biggest mistake you can do when applying for a job. It's essentially a suicide for your job application. And in this video, I'm going to share with you why this is so, and more importantly, I'm going to give you a few ideas as to how you can personalize your resume, your CV, so that you want employers to invite you to an interview the moment they look and read through your resume. My name is George, I'm founder of the Catapult Your Career Academy, and in this video series, I share with you very practical and very actionable advice as to how you can get your career ahead faster and how you can ace your job application process. So if you're here for the very first time, or maybe you're watching me for a second time, make sure that you push that subscribe button so that you keep receiving my new weekly releases of actionable video content and training I'm posting on my YouTube channel. Now, on to today's topic. There's so many people out there who just create their resume once on some platform that they use online, or just using a text editor, Word or a Google Doc or whatever. They just create one resume, one CV, and then they send it out to like any employer that they're interested in. And they wonder why they don't get a lot of replies. They don't get a lot of calls. They don't get a lot of job invitations. And the reason is simple. It's the same reason why you don't care about the huge amount of emails that you get in your mailbox, probably, like I do, for example. It's the reason why you don't necessarily care when somebody from the local telecom calls you and starts shooting you with a copy-paste message, like with a copy-paste conversation that they lead with anybody they call. Copy-paste messaging doesn't work. Copy-paste job applications, I mean, they can work, like the people that call on telecoms, sometimes they actually have conversations. But in 90+% of the cases, people are just annoyed, or they're, let's say, it mildly not impressed, feeling special at all. And feeling special is really what we as humans, like you and I, all care for. Like if somebody has taken the time to research me, to understand about me, to understand about my thoughts, my needs, my problems, then I care. It's the same for you. It's the same for any company. People and companies want to feel special. They care, like everybody is more or less an egoist, everybody more or less cares about himself or herself. And and so if you can address the ego kind of of any person or of any company, you drastically increase your chances of getting those companies, of getting those people to be listening to you, to be wanting to spend time with you. So that is why if you just send a copy-paste message, copy-paste CV, copy-paste resume, you could get some replies, but the response rate is going to be very, very low. Now, there are two major ways in which you can impress employers and you can personalize your document, the document which essentially is selling, you're selling yourself with this document, right? This is your goal. Your goal is to say, I'm a good fit for this particular position, I'm a good fit for your company, and that is why you should invite me and talk to me, so you understand even better that I'm a good fit, and like we can start working together. So this first way, which you can find in other, you can find in other places and other resources, a lot of other people have been talking about this, is the content of your resume, right? It's like your resume it's not really about, oh, I've done this, and you just list everything and anything you have done and you describe it in one particular wording, but you tailor the content, every word, every sentence. You go through it when you apply for a particular job. You go through the job description, you look about the company, you understand what the company is about, and then you tailor all of your experience so that it perfectly it presents you in the best possible light for this particular job position. A lot of the times this may involve that you remove some of the stuff you have done just because it is not relevant for those guys, like you might have had some position or some responsibility or some even achievements that you have done in like your past or current endeavor, which is not really relevant for what you are applying at this point. So you should remove it. You might add something that you don't necessarily usually include, but you believe it's actually relevant for this particular case. You might change the wording so that so that you appear a better fit for the particular position. Like what this specifically means, you go to the job description, you see what words, what phrases they use, you see what is important to them, and then you convey this, you use the same words and you implement them in your resume, in your CV, in your job description, in the summary section of your resume, and so that people understand that you have paid attention, that you have put in the time and put in the effort to personalize it for them. And when they see they're gonna be personalized, they're gonna feel special, a little or more, and they're gonna feel like this person actually cares. This person is not just shooting his resume like a Kalashnikov to any job opening that he sees. No, he or she, they've actually spent some time because they probably care to actually get this particular job opening. So this is way number one, the major first way in which you can personalize your resume. The second way in which you can personalize your resume, which I personally came up with, and I have never really seen anybody else talk about it in such a way, is that you personalize the way your resume looks, its visual appearance, like depending on the job that you're applying for. What does this mean? Now, and how I came up with this, to be honest, like maybe I can start from there. So how I came up with this is the following way. We as humans, we like others who are like us or who we aspire to be like, you know? So for example, when you meet random people that you've never met before, you instantly, if they're like look like you a little bit, like if they dress like you, like the same dressing style, you feel like, okay, these guys are like this person or girl or guy, maybe we can be a good fit. If on the other hand the person like wears clothes which are like type of clothes you would never ever even consider to put on yourself, you're probably gonna think like, I don't really feel like talking to this person. I don't think we can ever relate to each other. And so this visual, this very first impression that you have when you see people, you can apply the same approach to documents and when you present yourself and sell yourself to companies. That is why I advocate the creation of a resume that visually imitates the visual appearance, the branding, the colors, the images that the company, the employer, is using. And so in all of my one-on-one clients that we work for, in all of my courses that I talk about, the creation of resumes, I talk about always two sections: content personalization and visual personalization. Like just so I give you an example of how visually it looks like. For example, for this website, I have this is the website of a company that we are applying for. Let's say this is the resume I would create for this particular website. For this other website, I've created this other resume, and so what you see is that I copied their dresses, I copied their clothes, and I teach my individual clients or in my courses how you can do the same, because by doing this, employers open that resume, they instantly are like, okay, I've never seen such a thing like before. They feel special, like you made them feel special before they read even your name, before they read anything from your document. So you attracted their attention, something that nobody can do with a standard, mega boring black and white resume built on a Microsoft Word or something. you've impressed them, and now you have their attention, so that if you've personalized your content, you can get them to read it. They will keep way more attention than they would on all the other, like the fluff that they get. And once they read it, if you've written it well, I'm gonna call you. It's like the way it works. It's just that simple. So these are the two approaches I want to share with you today. Now, if you think this makes sense, and if you would like to experiment with building those, I would like to invite you here on two things which you might further develop on what I'm saying here. Firstly, I have a specific video course that I've developed where step by step I teach you how you can create your unique resume, I call it a custom bespoke made-to-measure resume for any company you're applying for. So you can check this out where you can first go through the course, but then I'm also available in one-on-one basis so that you can create your resume, and then I can help you in particular to really make it to such a level that when you present it to employers, when you look at yourself at it and you're like, damn, I didn't know I can present myself in such a strong light. I didn't know I actually I'm so cool. I get this kind of moment, this wow moment from pretty much anyone I have been working with, because how you present yourself is key in any way. But specifically when you apply for a job, and you can present yourself in a sloppy, boring copy-paste way by just using some resume somebody sent you, or just using some ready software program online, or you can create your unique presentation of yourself for the unique company you're applying for, so that you're strong, they're instantly impressed by you. So you can check this out. What also I highly recommend that you do is you can register, see if I have future dates. Sometimes I do these online webinars where these are part of the Catapult Your Career Academy, where I teach you multiple ways in which you can personalize your application, not just about your resume, but a lot of other ways in which you can actually get employers to really, really care for and drastically increase your chances of getting the job interview, the job offer that you are striving for at the best possible, salary terms that you are striving for, the best possible job terms that you are striving for. So below this video on my YouTube, again, if you're not watching this directly on YouTube, go on YouTube, and if you like this video series, make sure you subscribe. And below in the description, I've given I'll give you two links to where you can subscribe to one of my live webinars where I talk to you in live, and you can check out also my online video course where I teach you step by step how you can build your custom bespoke unique resume that instantly wows employers. So that was it from today, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know down in the comments below if you agree with what I said here, if you have any questions about what I said here, and I'll be extremely happy to reply, to help, to get you to the results that you want, because this is what gives me energy, this is what drives me ahead, is seeing you succeed. Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you in one of my next videos. Bye bye, have a great day.